Status status report. Camera is not working. Uh, KB/S is at the 2000s in green, 60 FPS. Chance of disconnection possible. Purvis is now within the stream. We all got the lads together, and I need to figure some things out. But ultimately, we're all here. How's everyone doing?
Oh, boys.
Sup, sup?
Aloha.
Oh my god, I just went through so many painful memories.
What?
I'm scrolling through pictures and so many high school pictures.
Oh.
Thanks for the memories, even if they weren't so great.
He tastes like you, only saltier.
Tastes like salt.
Only worse.
I talk about salt and
All right.
There's plenty of pictures I would love to personally delete off of Nikima's phones. Like, yikes. High
Do I
school.
still have pictures of you in there? Maybe. Probably.
Ugh. There's
What
a lot
the?
of
Oh, I forgot about that. Why is that still in my pictures? Get out of there.
There's a lot of cringe. A lot. Because my phone has changed like 4 times since high school. None of those old pictures are still in my phone. Oh, happily.
Actually,
Yeah.
I should chat pictures from my high school. There's also
Yeah.
yearbook.
None of them are still in my gallery, but I still have them in my Google Photos. Hence the pain.
Oh, darn, that's not what I meant to. Ah, God.
So you didn't really.
Ah, crap. I can't fix that.
Nope, there are some pictures in there that I need to get rid of. Or at least I don't look at. I don't look at my Google pictures, so.
Barista boy. Does anyone know what SMH stand for?
Think in my head.
Shake my head.
What?
Shake my head. SMH. Shake my head.
What does that mean?
Shake my head.
As in.
Means he's disappointed in you, so he's shaking his head in disappointment.
Phelan, you are not this removed. I thought that was
I am
not that far removed from society.
It's not society, it's a culture.
Okay.
Well, then the culture.
Okay.
A culture that I am currently not a part of.
It is a culture.
Okay. All right.
We must.
Oh, this simply won't do. I can't find the picture.
Little puppy. Come on, I'll give you cuddles. But you're so far away.
Okay.
I'll be fine. Let's see. I didn't mean to put hell there. Can't edit it either. I also currently don't know what's going on with the
I just realized my Hogwarts hat is missing, and I'm very upset.
Your Hogwarts hat is missing?
Yes.
That is tragic.
It is.
I don't know what's going on with the camera.
Like.
No, that's filters. You can't do filters. We don't do that here.
This thing working.
I'm sorry, that's not filtered. That's actually staged photography with lighting, and it just happens to be in black and white.
What?
Yes, that's what I mean. It's in grayscale, not allowed.
I guess it works now. My camera now works.
Ha! Love it. Are we just doing wacky? I got it. Let me do something. Let me find something.
What are you doing? I don't know. Whoa, wait a minute.
Don't worry about it.
Ah, yes. The true.
That is exactly how I would go for a group hug, Purvis.
Yep. I loved it.
Ah, darn. That looks savage as heck.
What does?
Okay.
The group hug you sent. Ah!
All right. So we got everyone here. Huzzah! Now we can actually finally get to business.
To defeat the Huns?
To defeat the Huns.
Wait, copyright.
No! Disney, please! I barely have enough subs. If only people would like, comment, and subscribe, and also share this video to other people and increase my likes count. But please don't take what I have left.
You
Like and
already pegged
subscribe.
rhythm. Please don't do it to us as well.
Oh, Jesus
Like-
Christ,
Wait, no,
man. What the fuck? Back up.
Like and subscribe for more. Like and
Oh,
subscribe.
wait a minute. Hold on.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's damn it. I just found out what that word meant, too. Oh, God.
You're welcome.
Still, like,
it's like-
you're too innocent. Jalen,
It's like
you're
the-
too innocent.
It's like the heart symbol. I can't look at it the same anymore.
Yep.
God, I hate it. Every time I see it, it's just.
How did you not, through context, kind of figure out what it means either? Like, in a sentence.
Do you know how many people actually use that word in a sentence?
What word?
Oh, I'm sure there's a whole section of people who love using it, like, in a sentence.
Valerie, what the hell? How many people do you think
Which word are
actually?
we talking about?
I have no earthly idea. Because apparently
You know what?
she's talking about something that you and I both know what we're talking about. And then Valerie goes around and says, like, man, there must be a host of people who love using that word in context. It's like, what the? How
I'm
many
not
people
gonna
do you
lie,
think?
this has become one of my favorite words now.
What is?
All right. I'm gonna try to
Do what?
What is? You know what? I'm gonna let that go. Y'all have y'all conversation. I'm gonna keep looking through my pictures.
I'm gonna try and calm down because I told my roommate to calm down, and I shall do the same because I can't tell him to do something while I'm doing the exact same thing. Anyway,
Ooh,
Did he
leading by
listen to you?
example.
No.
Very nice. Shh.
wait, what?
Did he listen to you? No.
I mean,
But
we're streaming
he
now.
did though.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's get a move on. There are things I want to get done, and everyone's kind of split.
We can postpone Acheron stuff a little longer.
We can postpone Acheron's death. Let's actually start with the majority of this party, since they technically didn't get a lot. We didn't get a lot of stuff done last session, because there's a lot of mix up with people dropping out and people coming in at later times that I wasn't prepared for. Anyway, so last time I left you guys off, Acheron, Ram, and Ecstasy were taken by some, assumably the Drow that live on this floor. Now this leads you guys to actually going into the next phase of this trial, try and get Acheron back as well as everyone else. We'll see what happens. When you guys actually do go inside, like I said before, it is. Wait, hold on. I think it was who all went into the webbed up cave.
I think we all did.
You all did.
Well, we were going to roll stealth. We never got a chance to finish rolling stealth.
I was about to say,
Okay.
did we
were going to roll stealth
actually
advantage.
get to go in? I don't know if we actually
Yeah,
roleplayed
we
something
hadn't.
yet.
We hadn't made it there.
Okay, cool.
You said you told us to roll stealth for advantage with advantage, but we never did.
Okay, cool. That does make sense. Because as you guys go into the darkness, it is really
Wait, what
dark.
about Remelius's plan though?
About being a scout.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Either way.
we're still going to do the plan. We're just going in first.
Oh, okay.
I think Anon is carrying Remelius, while Remelius is going to the echo form.
Okay.
Cool.
So I still need everyone to make a stealth roll And like I said before, the area that you're walking on is difficult terrain because everywhere you step is webbing. Well, I don't want to say that the floor is covered with it, but it's more like you're surrounded by webs everywhere to the point where they act like tripwire or
So
lasers.
floor is lava.
No,
Not
the
exactly.
air around you is webs.
Air
It's
is
raining
You
webs.
can't play that. How are you
Hallelujah.
gonna
It's
avoid the
raining
air?
webs.
Stealth it is. Okay, rolling stealth it is. To go.
That's dexterity, right?
Yes, I say.
Yeah.
Did you say it's dexterity or stealth?
Stealth.
I think that's same if you. I think that's the same if you don't have a proficiency in it. Oh, that's not a good roll.
Can I do dexterity?
It's
Never mind.
It's the same thing
Do
if you're
you,
not.
Yeah, never mind.
Valerie?
That's why I said never mind. Leave me alone. Shut up.
at least she caught herself. I will give her that.
Fair.
Did. When did you go to Craft X?
Let's see if I can.
That's not Craft X.
Oh, where is that?
Do remember this is with advantage.
Somewhere in somewhere in Charlotte. Yeah, you did
Oh,
not
with
say
advantage.
that.
We got. Oh no,
No,
we
I
got
did.
advantage.
Oh,
You did
nice.
say advantage.
Speak with your chest.
Yeah,
Going to bed? Yeah.
if I speak with my chest, I run the risk of being too loud.
You're
Roll D20.
so I'm keeping the 17.
Keeping the 22.
Yeah.
All right. So as you guys begin to make your way through the webs, even though it's dark, you do make a conscious effort to figure out where the webs are and move around them. However, Echo Remilius, in his haste of trying to look for the path to follow, there is this sense of danger that he has. But that being said, oh yeah, Michigan rolled an 18. Oh wow, this actually works really well. All right, so wait, I got actual dice. Nice. Okay,
When did you get dice?
Romilius, what's your AC?
My AC is 18.
Let's see here.
Just fell out of my hand and now. Oh, here it is.
18. He says. 19 will hit.
Oh.
As some the last thing you feel, if you feel anything in this echo form, are these large pincers that skewer your entire body. The last sounds you hear are this is a sort of hissing, skittery sound. But you didn't hear it until the fangs pierced your body.
Oh, frick. They killed Remelius.
Remus will open his eyes, and look around to the group.
Yeah, if you don't have dark vision, it's just this dark dark area and barely any light shown to help you see.
Yeah. Do I feel him moving around in my pocket?
Yeah, you would.
All right. I'm gonna message him and ask him what's good.
I was I think a spider got me.
How big would you say?
Were the piercers around his size, or were they small, or were they big?
It was able to pierce your entire stomach.
It was pretty big.
All right then.
Man, why did nobody say where we were? God dang it.
We'll be fine.
It's somewhere in Charlotte. It's like Vortex. It's Vortex.
Can I I wanna. Oh wait, yeah. I'm gonna cast light on one of the webs here.
Okay. When you do that, part of it illuminates, and you now see again this whole area has these webs that kind of like the chains seem to be built going upwards into onto the ceiling. Unfortunately, the light doesn't spread far enough to see where it comes from or where it goes eventually, but it does seem to go pretty high up.
Hmm.
Okay.
I'm
Yo,
like, we made it through though, right? Oh, Nick didn't. Oh, no, he did.
Yeah, I'm in it.
Yeah, keeping that 17. I see. Yeah.
yeah.
Only one who missed that was
I basically walked. All right.
Romelius.
I got a 22.
Yeah. Wait, sorry, am I rolling something? Oh no.
No, I was saying you were the only one that struggled with the rough terrain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he could have been in my pocket. Like, sit.
Oh no, that was my echo.
No, it
Trying
was
to go
Echo
ahead.
Romelius.
Yeah.
Oh.
Every so
Physical
often,
Romelius was in my pocket.
yeah, and every so often you'll see something skittering from the top.
Can I ready a firebolt?
Probably wouldn't have to.
It's cantrip.
Shava kind of wraps her hand around the light, snuffing it out. It may be best to not to draw that kind of attention to us. As long as Romelius can keep us on the right track, we don't need light.
What is
Fair
I
enough.
can
light?
see, I can see perfectly fine.
Don't they run away from light though?
Or they could be attracted to it. Either way, the light is a beacon. Even if they don't get close to it, that's still an indicator of where their targets can be.
Light in
They
that
know where
situation
we
would be a
are.
bad idea.
I'd.
To be fair,
Hmm.
Was that? Was there something after that?
Yeah, and you
Jalen?
cut out.
no, I
Jalen?
was waiting to see if you guys were done. She was basically going to say like, we may be in a rougher position than they are, but with Romelius's help, we shouldn't get too lost. At least in terms of tracking down where Acheron went.
So Riz is gonna go and Riz is gonna go and try to look around to see if he spots another clue or spots any tracks or whatever tracks a scent trail.
Are you going to use your echo or your real body?
I should use echo because I don't want to get down and risk the body.
All right, make another stealth check
So check, okay. With advantage or normal?
with advantage.
Advantage, okay. 18.
Okay. This time you're able to keep yourself from like disturbing the webs too much. The skittering still is audible to you, but it's not coming towards you. What are you trying to look for now?
Well, I guess signs of where people have moved to, signs of or maybe a scent of Agron or one of the group mates.
All right. Make an investigation check using your nose.
Well, I don't get advantage, so the investigation check use my nose, sadly.
That's too bad.
Yeah. Hey, would it be perception since I'm looking for it, or no? Would it be investigation?
Well, that's why I said. That's why. Make a perception check then.
Okay.
Okay, so what's going to happen is that the perception check would be to find it, to find a path, like some kind of scent. The investigation is to find something specific, like an item or some clue.
All right. 22.
Yeah.
Nice.
You still have their scent, but there's nothing that was left behind that you could like discern from.
All right. Then Ramirez is going to follow that scent. Then keep going the direction it's going to until he loses scent at least.
Okay, cool. Agron. So going back,
Yes, I'm here.
yeah. So going back to you real quick. You wake up, but not within, the cage. You wake up in a leather seat, sitting at a table with that is like 10 chairs long. The decor around you is interesting at best. Definitely, there are a lot of skulls decorating the whole place. Based on certain certain like indications, they're humanoid skulls. Um, they're not all scattered around the whole place. There seems to be a set number of them. And also before you are a tray of food. Nothing that you're familiar with. Some of the stuff seems exotic, to put it lightly. No assortment of food that you're used to. And you're just sitting in the chair. There's nothing keeping you there. You're more or less free to move around if given the chance. The only thing that's the only thing that's the only other person who's there is the same drow female that met you at in the cell. Oh, it took you a while to wake up. How are you doing? Did you have a good night's sleep?
No.
Well, figured I'd ask anyway.
And what exactly do you want with me now?
Oh, I'm just waiting. I'm just buying time now. I figured I might as well talk to you a bit, considering you're going to be here for a good bit. If my assumption is to be believed. Not only that, there are certain questions that I have for you. Certain things that I'm quite curious to understand about you.
What might those be? Not that I'll promise I'll answer any of them.
Oh, you promise? Well, that's interesting.
I said, not that I'll promise I'll answer anything.
Hmm. I've noticed, based on the information we were given, I think you and I have a lot more in common than I initially thought which was not a lot. I'm not going to lie. You have relationships with a drow. You have a relationship with an overlord class monster, and you're connected to a power that is a lot stronger than most people are able to connect with. I find that very interesting. How did you come up? Go on.
No, you're fine.
No, go ahead.
No, I literally, my brain, nah.
Okay. Tell me, did you actually think you were going to succeed in all this?
Succeed in what exactly?
Okay, fair enough. Let me ask you another question. What's your relationship to the Overlord?
By overlord, do you mean ecstasy?
I think that was the name she gave herself.
That's fair.
Okay. Yeah, we're talking about ecstasy.
What does my relationship with her matter?
Overlords are anomalies in this world. Technically, they're not supposed to exist. For one to be born in this world requires a number of odd factors to come into play. So when they do come around, they're usually lords of their own kind or loners, never to be seen by mortal men. It's strange to think that one would actually be able to form some kind of community or relationship with any other creature, not of their own. How did that work exactly?
Simple. She's a being like any other being. We simply met, talked, and got along.
Yeah, but that whole combination of meet, met, talked, and got along doesn't always flow together in a simple, interlocking. Oh, what's the word? I ruined the analogy. Damn it.
Yes, thing to do with her. Yes, I am Nick. It has nothing to do with her. Why does she need to know? She doesn't.
Valerie, what are you doing?
Just telling Nick that
You can tell
things
Nick in the chat.
yeah. Well, okay, fine.
Um, yeah, she seemed to have lost her train of thought. Anyway, I'm just saying, it's a little weird. I'm just curious how you managed to do it.
Like I said, it was like meeting any other person.
Was that the same with the other drow that was with you? You just met and talked and got along? And then boom, just like that. Turned on his
So we
entire.
got along.
But eventually, long enough to where you are now working together in a less servitude manner.
Of course. He's a friend like any of the others.
Friend. That is a strange word.
I guess by that statement you have not many around you.
By that statement, it implies that you're able to make friends a lot more easily with just about everyone that you come across. Friends with those who shouldn't be friends with. Fenrir being a prime example of this, which leads me to this whole point. You seem to have this ability to connect with the estranged, with people who shouldn't be friends with anyone. Yet here you are.
Maybe I'm just one of the few that's shown them the kindness that they've needed.
Hmm. She like goes and takes a drink as I am. I don't know what you really call it. Whether it be magic or just the ability to manipulate those into your whim. Or this friendship, as you call it. Either way, it makes you and your friends a very dangerous force. I'll be honest, it's one of the most scariest things I've ever seen in my entire life. And that's saying something.
No.
Have you seen My Little Pony?
Say that again.
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Have you seen Ecstasy where she's fighting? Now that's creep.
I
That's
should have it
scary.
here.
So, have you seen the My Little Pony where it's like fan fiction?
So moving on.
Guys, we're streaming.
Anyway.
Anyway. So.
What was the last thing she said?
She was basically saying that she basically said like the scariest thing to her is your friend's ability to like make alliances with others such as Fenrir and all that. And that's saying something for her, implying that she doesn't get scared about a lot of things.
I see no reason why we could be a danger, especially to someone like you.
I don't know if you actually said that seriously. You honestly don't understand how this can threaten all of us. In even just the smallest way? Really?
Take it as you wish.
I take it like you're either playing dumb or you really don't understand how all this works. Boggles my mind why you think you can even attempt to be a god with that kind of mindset. Fenrir is the enemy of the drought. He is the enemy of Lolth. You want to free him. Or at the very least, you've allied yourself with him. So I can only assume that whether or not you are planning to do it yourself or help those who want to do it, either way, you are in cahoots with freeing the one thing that could topple everything we built for the past hundreds of years. And even before then. Lolth falls, all that we have falls along with her. And then we would be in ruin. I wouldn't want that, personally. So, yeah, your existence is a threat to us. But not just a threat, it's an anomaly. Once again, you've made friends with those who don't usually make friends with. Like I said, Drow, Overlords, Fenrir, specifically. And there's probably others that I haven't even considered because that's not really on record. And you still, with all that, don't understand how you are a danger. Even if you were not a Fenrir spawn, you're still someone who were able to convert one of the Drow to turn against their own kind. Nothing?
All of his actions are his own. So are the rest of their actions. I have not contributed to any. I have only been there by their sides.
See, that's the thing. You being there and actually doing something at all is a contribution in and of itself, no matter how minor. A small rumor that is allowed to grow into an actual fact in the minds of people can topple an entire or house in a literal week. That is no time at all. And all that could have started because a slave told by their master to go and spread the rumor amongst other slaves that would have led to even more turmoil.
So leave.
I know what happened. I know the influence of the weak voiced. I know how it can topple things. Don't sell yourself so short that you think your existence is so mediocre that it couldn't do such a thing. And right now, your small little being in the place that you were, allowing others to make the decisions they have made, could literally rupture the world of gods. And you still haven't let that sunk in yet?
I never said any of that. I only told you to take my words as you wish.
And again, I take them as a naive child. Someone who doesn't know the levels of what game they're playing.
No, I don't. This is my first time playing, sorry.
And I really can't blame you for that. I'll be honest, I'm a little sympathetic towards you. I really wouldn't want to see someone like you die. To befriend an overlord, I'll be honest, it warms my heart a little bit. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not going to kill you here.
Yet.
Yet. My goddess begs for your blood. She requires it. I can't ignore that. But at least I can send you to her eternal. At least I can send you to eternal torment, making you realize the faults that you've made. At least then you would have some comfort in knowing why you ended up in the position you're in. That's the best I can do for you at this point.
Well, I definitely don't plan on staying here much longer.
Well, either way, whether you think you'll escape from this place or you are killed, you won't be here for long. I hope
One
you
thing we
rest.
can agree on.
I hope you rest easy. Now,
It's true, Gabby. You do. You need to work on it.
tell me, how is your tolerance for different foods? And with that, I'm gonna go back to the other guys, and with
You
Romilius,
just gonna leave me like that?
unless you have something to say.
Nope. Because apparently my tough guy act sucks.
It's fine. You're standing in front of a true ruler. All right. So, um, it takes you guys a good bit walking in this darkness. For those of you who do not have dark visions, it's kind of disorienting, uh, moving through these near blinding scenario. While those with dark vision, it's been a while since you've been in a area that was just pure darkness. But eventually, you guys end up running into, or not running into, but you start seeing a light, a sort of artificial light beaming like a beacon. It's pretty far away, but definitely visible.
I, s- I see a light. Should we keep going?
No, don't shoot it. We might need it. What's that?
Could be an enemy. Like
No, if you shoot a gun, it will alert the whole cave. Do not shoot a gun.
all right. For now.
What can we do? What can we do with this? Hey, you with the mage hand.
All right then. That was an Arcana check, correct?
Yep.
And what did you wanted to draw exactly?
Just trying to get some sorcery points again without pulling from anyone.
Okay. Not quite this time.
Ah.
Or rather, no, I'm sorry. You're in the world tree, so yeah, you would have been able to pull some magic. Because you guys are in the world tree, there's a lot more magic just flowing in the air compared to like being outside.
Okay. Hey, you with the mage hand.
What?
Do you see that light over there? Do you think you could grab it?
Is it within 30 feet of me?
No.
No, I don't think so.
Well, gosh darn it. All right. Does it look like it's coming from anything? Like, is it lighting anything behind it?
Just
can
hang
roll.
on a second.
You can roll a perception check.
Okay, perception. Disgrace. His eyes are looking to see what you can see.
Did I happen to get enough magic to be able to cast clairvoyance?
Each synthesis point you gain using this method takes 6 seconds, I think, to gain. So I don't see why not.
Deception. Disgrace.
No.
So basically, what you see about the light is that it's not like a single dot or anything. It's more like, it's more like a light emanating from a building or a collection of buildings, i.e., a city.
We have to go all the way over there? Okay. Do you think Algeron is lost all the way down there in the city? How are we gonna find them in such a huge place? Start to hyperventilate and freak out again.
Left wing, you take the right wing, and you two divide the
We're
other
never gonna
ones.
get out of here.
We
We're all
will.
gonna
Have patience. Just remember, if we are going to die, we're going to have a good fight before we do. And I'm taking whoever's taking us with us. Because when it comes down to it, I am a fighter, and the fighter spirit just won't die until it's gone.
There you go, Gabs. You're a big intimidator. You're big strong.
So a function that I learned recently is that if you type your role and then add at the end of it whatever you want, then it will say instead of result what the last thing was. So in this case, it should. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. But anyway,
Except I want my 22.
No, she's keeping the 22. I expected that to be like an experiment, a test.
Hey, Gabs.
Eh,
What's persuasion?
Okay, I tried to type it. It didn't work. Okay, it's not my fault.
Okay.
Even
So
if
what do
you
you?
You
call her
can
out
delete
like
it.
that, it's
So
very
what do you guys want to
important
do?
spell it, okay? And I feel like that's the right way to spell it. I already said what I said. Okay. Wait, are we gonna roll through that again?
We don't have to. I just want to know what you guys are doing.
Okay, so can you explain the situation to me once more?
We are approaching a huge, ginormous, big.
Purvis.
Yes,
Right.
I was going to say something, but sure, that's
No, keep going. It's just don't like exaggerate it for like 5 episodes.
We
okay.
are we are we are
I'm
Dragon
on
Ball
Dragon
Z.
Ball Z. Yep.
Not yet, anyway.
I swear, if I have to sit and listen to and watch somebody scream for 5 episodes, I'm good. Because it's difference in the force.
Sure, first thing first, we need to get pumped. You get carry. You must carry everything. Okay, but no, really. What's your plan? It will still take you guys like a good like 30 minutes or so to get to that place.
What if Aglerod's lost in here? What if they
How far is
took
it?
him?
Like 30 minutes, give or take, to get there.
What if
That's
they have him
30 minutes
hidden somewhere?
long.
What if we never find him and get out?
Shama kind of brings up like, really? You really want to keep going on about the gloominess of this place? That's going to get you killed just as fast as anything else.
I felt better when we were together. Now this just feels the danger is just becoming more apparent, I guess. Like at first, I could just distract myself with the task at hand, but now I'm worried for my friends.
Well, that's understandable, but that's kind of what needs to happen when you're on an adventure. If you can't handle that, then you can't really handle anything, can you?
She has a point.
Well, we could. Now I'll look forward with determination then.
Yep,
Worry
let's
about
go.
them all you want, but worry about them quietly.
And let's go forward into the breach.
You know
And meet.
what, Adon? Some
Boom.
people wear the emotions on the outside, okay? Some of us feel.
If you keep wearing your emotions on the outside, these spiders are going to drink us up from the inside.
Ew.
Well, damn.
Alright, so clairvoyance. You create an
It's not
invisible
for-
sensor within range in a location familiar to you.
Oh, it has to be familiar? No!
A
No,
place you have
or in an
For a
visited
object or
second, I
location
thought
that is
that said
unfamiliar.
wizard from the Great Wizard of Oz.
or in an obvious location that is unfamiliar to you, such as
We can
behind
see
a
it.
door or around a corner or in a grove of trees. Um, so you can still like cast it, but it's going to be one of those cases where if you're not familiar with the area, it has to be somewhere that can be obviously seen. I.e.,
The
if you have,
light.
yeah, there's a light, but there's not like you can't literally see a wall from where you're currently standing. If you have like a spyglass or something, then yes.
I can approximate the distance.
But can you approximate it with your sight?
I mean, yeah, judging distance from me to the horizon, which is typically about 3 miles with human eyesight.
What he said.
Make a perception check.
Technically, you're not human.
You right?
Do you have dark vision actually? Or no.
No.
Then hold on. Let me see something real quick.
16.
It's dim light with disadvantage.
Okay. Five.
Great. Can I help
No,
you?
no.
No. I don't think you can help my eyesight.
See his eyes.
I could talk to you about what we see. It's like, do you see that over there? Do you also see this?
I feel like that wouldn't work for how the spell is set up.
Yeah. No, Gabs.
Ew, ew,
Yeah,
why
it's
over
with
my
disadvantage.
forehead? Ew,
Yeah, so basically,
God.
it's like, I can't see it from all the way over here.
I'll get there. That's a blast from the past. That made my day.
So we have to get closer.
Yeah, you will have to get closer. So I would imagine that you guys will take that time to like get as close as you possibly feel like you should get. How close do you think you want to get?
Close enough that the light won't illuminate us too much, but we can get a better picture of what's going on within
Actually,
that area.
I guess Ramirez could go ahead. I guess with the group first.
All right,
Or probably be smartest.
I would
Find the way.
say 100. I think it's like 1,000 feet that Romilius can go outside of his real body, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would say like 800, 900 feet away from the place. That should be good enough. That gives Romelius like 200 feet to actually get into the city. If you want to get closer, that's fine. 500 feet shouldn't be too bad. I want to say 100 feet is not terrible, but let's start with like 800 feet. All right. So, Agron, you again regain like the synthesis points, so you can cast clairvoyance. And Romilius, you begin to make your way into the city, correct?
Yeah, he said the wrong name. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm keeping going. If you didn't bring it up, no one would have realized I messed up.
Oh, we noticed. We just weren't gonna say that. We were gonna
Exactly.
let
Like
you.
I was like, wait, Algebra didn't have any synthesizer points. And I was just
No,
like, I'm just gonna sit
leave me
here in my
alone.
haze.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, we were gonna let you be.
Yeah, Gabby's the one. Her sleepy self was like, Jalen, that's not me.
Dang it. All of you.
Hey,
Prayed by the innocent man.
Right,
All right.
right. Like, come on now.
Let's see here. Sensor remains when you cast a spell. Choose seeing or hearing. So are you trying to see or hear? Non.
C.
Okay.
Wait, so what's happening? So what are you casting it?
Clairvoyance. It's up in the
Clairvoyance.
chat.
Okay. Aramilius, I need you. What are you trying to do if you're going into the city?
Well,
Gabby.
first off, Ramirez is gonna take a look around because this is the area Ramirez is unfamiliar with, and not be seen by any person who may be an enemy.
Okay.
And and if that occurs, then uh, is the scent still up or is it gone now?
The sensory?
The scent. Man,
Make another perception check.
perception. Okay.
Because once you got to the city, the different scents were pelleting your nose.
Might need a reminder how to die anyway.
It's definitely weaker while in here, but you you still have the trail kind of. you have a general idea of where to go. Basically, Anon and Remilius, when you're looking around, you find that this is not really a city. It's more like a hamlet, um, or at least it's not that big in size. There are enough buildings here to house a lot of people, but it's not meant to be this marvel of structure. Um, Aside from like the living quarters and whatnot, one of the things that stands out to you is the building that is actually built like a tower, and right in front of that is an altar. Aside from like the pillars and columns that surround the altar, there seems to be like these other massive columns that stretch up almost as tall as the tower itself. Um, and they have the Valerie. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Can't hear you. Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said Hamlet, and it made me think of
Hamilton.
it made me think of Hamilton because he mentions Hamlet and Hamilton. It's a good song. Anyway, I'll shut up now. I'm sorry.
Anyway, so those pillars also seem like they have a lot of like holes in them. But they're all on one side, facing towards, centered on the pedestal.
Wait, okay. Pillars with holes in them. Pedestal. What else? What is it?
So the holes on the large pillars are centered facing the altar.
So,
No, but what else
so
is
it's a
around?
shrine.
I
So
missed
it's a
it. I was
shrine.
distracted by someone singing.
Oh, there's a large tower that is the largest building in this whole little pocket of a town. Some other things that I didn't mention quite yet is that there are drow females just walking around. Many of them have these black silvered weapons. Almost all of them. All of them have like this Amazonian style to them. Long white hair. Some of that hair seems to sparkle as if they have like glitter or stars in their hair. Some have like similar effects in their eyes. But they all are casually just walking around.
Are they nice?
We're just gonna go with no.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Fair. Very fair. Fine.
My kind of town. Okay.
Well, okay. So, all right, a character. Y'all are forced me to have to try and figure out like a voice for her. What do you guys think? Do you guys think we could ask somebody? Or do you think that would be the totally worst idea?
Oh.
Says yay.
Okay. Wait a second.
Or should I just ask?
Alright. What if you float and you make them think you're the person that this stride's for? That's stupid.
Can I retcon using clairvoyance? I thought I could move the thing, but I can't move the thing.
Well, retconning it won't really hurt, would it? Or you
Yeah,
trying to
well,
get your
because it
spell
took a
slot back?
spell slot.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I feel like you gained a lot of good information.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
Yeah,
Amelius
freaking
could have gotten that
Remili-
information on his
Remili-
own.
exactly. Honestly,
Remilius
he
is
could
gonna
see
Remilius
that.
is still gonna pass on the information because Ramirez doesn't know Nick Anon is using clairvoyance.
So
I'm
then
gonna
you
say
got.
no for this one.
Yeah,
Oh, hate to see it.
Well,
please.
at least now Anon knows not to do that again.
Like he tries to move it and it's just not doing it. You're just like, well, darn.
Ramirez is gonna give the information forward. He's gonna tell everybody what he sees, and then when in his original body, and then he's gonna try to see which direction the scent is going towards, or if
The tall tower.
Tall tower. Oh, there's an altar looking place, and I think that's where they took Agron, but it has a lot of holes in it. I think it's
Oh no,
pillars.
the pillars.
Oh, the pillars.
There are like large pillars with holes, but the tower is its own thing.
There's like the pillars have a lot of holes in them. I don't know I don't know what that's all about. And then
Why
there's
is
the altar.
someone just? Never mind.
Message. Message. Message.
I would like to roll persuasion to ask townsfolk about the place.
We're not talking. We're not talking to people. We're not talking to people. Otherwise, we're stealthing.
Oh, okay.
Message. I message.
Yeah,
I
we're
message
looking from a
Agron.
distance. We're nowhere near close
Hello.
to Stockholm.
By the way, Purvis, you gotta remember that these guys want to kill us.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hello.
I thought these were the Hamlet people.
It's not canon.
Wait,
What?
canon?
It's not. I don't think what we're doing right now is.
Okay, so I think we have
Agron.
to. I think we have to go into the tower.
You don't think we have to go to the tower?
I think we have to go to. I think we have to go to the tower.
Okay.
Don't do
Jalen.
not draw attention. Whatever you do, if we draw attention, we will have to fight our way out. We will have to fight our way through here afterward. Unless you want to fight an entire city, fight an entire city. There are people everywhere. If you want to fight an entire city and a god, fine. But I kind of don't want to.
No, it's just I am actually sticking out like a sore thumb here out of the group.
Exactly. So we have to. Exactly. So we have. So that's even more. That's even more of a reason to try to be as careful as you can. We need to save Agron.
Can I, for the last time, use message?
You want to use message on who?
Call out to Agron.
You have to point at a specific area or a specific place.
I don't think we're in range.
And it has a
Yeah,
range of 120 feet.
we haven't moved into the city yet either.
We haven't gone into the city. Well, when we get there, I'm a point at this.
We don't know what part. We don't know what part of the building he's in either.
This pillar thing. It was.
It's a big tower. It's a giant tower. We don't know what type of tower. We don't know what part of the tower they're in.
Also, the range is 100 feet. You're at least 800 feet away from the city alone.
Fine. Well, when we get to the city, will it work if I want to message Aglaron?
I mean, it will work on different people. And even then, God knows if you're going to actually run into them. And if you do, by that point, you've already contacted like 5 other people.
You can accidentally contact other people too. You might alert everybody.
They're conscious. They start talking to him, or they're just had a little crazy moment.
You probably don't want to. Do you? All right. If you want to do it, then go ahead.
I mean, they could have just heard something. Like, if somebody whispered, if some alien whispered in your brain right now and said something, would you tell anybody, or would you just
Yes.
Val, these are people. These are people who have recently heard the voice of their god in their heads, and then followed it without question. A few days ago.
Try to use that, but we don't know what.
So what you're telling me is I can talk to these people's minds, make them think that I'm a god, and tell them to release Aglaroth.
No.
My sheep know my voice.
Val.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Val. Let me tell you the consequences of failing. We have to fight a god in a city.
All right, fine. We'll figure something else out.
We fight God.
Guys, you're making this answer way too complicated. Val, no.
What? What? Fine. Fine. Fine.
I was
Fine.
trying to avoid just no. Alright. Like, so Reminis looks into the group. Okay, so we need to try to sneak. We need to try to sneak inside. Do not, please, do not make any noise. Do not draw any attention. Everybody
What if
understand?
we all what if we all get close like Brim and act gloomy and moody?
Well, you could be as moody as you want. That won't help you be. That won't help you be stealthier. I did my best I can. I did the best I could to make us all blend in. However, even then, there's a chance that one of us gets caught. And if one of us gets caught, then if one of us gets caught, we need to stay together and make sure that we all can get out.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
I got rest.
so we need a plan for if we are seen. What do we do? What do we do if we are seen?
Burn the tree.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
Uh,
Uh I think I don't think we should fight if we get caught. I think we should just I feel like if we're honest and just tell them we're travelers passing through is part of going through the tree. I think we would either get redirected or we would, hopefully not get,
the issue
too
is
much
our
of a
followers.
bad.
The issue is they already saw us with they already saw us with Agron anyway. They already saw us with Agron and they. I'm saying they already saw us with Agron and and if they catch us sneaking inside, that excuse would not work.
Why didn't they
Um,
finish off any of the rest of us, anyways?
why do you think they just wanted Algaron?
What if
But they had to know we'd try to come for him.
Right.
that is odd? Why did they not? They took the time to stop
Boulder.
Balder. Yeah, stop Balder. But they did not harm us.
I
Is it
doubt that Lolth ordered the rest of us to be left alive.
yes? So is it out of hurry or was it out of
Maybe he wanted to sell the painting. Well, no.
Brim XD are gone? Yeah, Brim XD is also gone. Hmm. Oh yeah, or could it have been they ran away for Brim? Yes.
No. I imagine they took Brim to enact some sort of punishment for him breaking his oath to Lolth. As far as ecstasy, probably has something to do with what she is and some sort of latent power that she holds.
I doubt that they could have taken Brim. However, I I smelt Brim's footstep. Brim is on foot.
That is true.
XC may have been called. If I doubt that she'd be quiet right now unless she was restrained. Hello?
Uh,
Oh yeah,
so
I hear.
Okay. I
so
just making sure
Anon,
I think.
Romilius, if you are still in the city, you'll know that at this point, you'll watch as some of the drow, not all of them, but some of them start walking towards the altar. But not to the altar, but they seem to be going somewhere that might be behind the tall tower. after you guys heard like a sort of siren go off. It didn't sound like an alarm, just more like a bell, like a class bell or something, an indicator like you would hear from a bell tower.
Something's going on. Are all the drow going there, or only some of them?
Some of them.
Okay. A lot of the drow are going behind the tower.
I see. Wonder what that's all about.
I guess there's only one way to find out. So, are you all ready to stay? Are you all ready to try to stay hidden? We need. Reminis says I can go try to find a place for try a place for them all to hide at right now, or at least some place for them to hide at. Some relatively good place for them to hide.
All right. If you're looking for a place to hide, you can either roll perception with your eyesight or investigation.
Under perception. Natural one.
Huh. There aren't a lot of places to hide here, from what you can tell.
Can't find a place to hide. I can't find a place for you guys to hide.
How big are those holes? Would we be able to fit into them?
If you can climb up to them.
Could Meishi carry us to them?
Sure. You can get up to them.
That was Renee's asking. Hey, can Meishi carry us to those holes? Meishi's I think good climber, and she can definitely carry all of us.
That might work.
Was worth a try. Don't
Wait, what was the 16?
Yeah, perfect.
I just realized I knew so. So that's a lot of dialogue that's lost in the history books.
Oh.
Anyways, I rolled investigation since there was also an option.
You rolled what?
Didn't you say that there was an option to roll investigation or persuasion?
No.
That was for Renee's.
I'm missing that then.
So Renee's gonna ask Meishi again. Meishi, could you carry us to up to the holes in the side of the side of the columns?
Can you cook a fine home?
Jalen, Meishi won't have to roll to carry us all because Meishi could carry far beyond all of our weights, right?
Sure, but the only problem with that plan is that the pillars are actually inside the city.
Yeah, that's not an issue. So we will have stealth anyway.
I will just stealthily walk in there as a good old pyramid. You know those pyramids
Shava, you don't happen to have any tricks, do you? Oh wait, you can hear me right now.
Why not?
Yeah, like we can hear you. It's fine.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, because Romelius is talking through his body and I'm talking through mine. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah. I kind of do, but nothing I want to pull out just yet.
Fair enough.
While you guys are figuring that out, Agaron, after your brief conversation with the drow, you're knocked out again. You don't know how it just happened again. But when you wake up, you find yourself in a different kind of cell. One that is kind of similar in space and design as the one you found yourself in to begin with, but the gates lead out to what seems to be an arena. When you actually get up and start looking around, you find that there are seats, not filled. Not every one of them is filled, but just other drow females just there sitting, waiting for something to happen. And above you, or at least within the arena itself, is this sort of glass container, this glass dome. What do you have to say for yourself? Or do you want to inspect anything? Oh no, Agora.
Abby.
Oh god.
Go to bed. Go to bed.
No.
Hey Gabby, you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What is with the onions there?
We need to
Bulgarian
sleep. We
music.
should sleep.
Bulgarian music, indeed.
Because basically, I put you in an arena.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, she really? No.
First, Gabby at the first start was, oh no, I'm tired. Leave me alone. Okay, fine. I just want to let you know I put you in an arena. Hold up, boy.
Don't be doing my boy like this.
So basically, what I said was that compared to the cell that you basically were knocked out after your conversation with the drow, and and you wake up back in another cell. Only this time, it's not the same cell. While the place itself seems familiar, the outside of the gates is this giant arena. There are a bunch of female drow sitting sparsely in the seats, with a glass dome covering the arena, the fighting stage.
Why are you doing me like this, Jalen?
What was that?
Why are you doing me like this?
It had to be done eventually.
You're just trying to kill Agron up, aren't you?
No. Killing someone, maybe, but not Agro. All right.
All good. We don't know the date. We know Agloron.
What do you want to do?
Thanksgiving.
Not die.
Wait, what? Okay. But, like, what would you do in this scenario, if anything?
Look around. Is there anybody else with me? Do I have any weapons? Am I going to die? Is my skull still attached?
Okay, so I can answer most of those. Yes, you still have your soul. As far as weapons are concerned, no, you don't have any weapons. However, if you don't, after you start moving around, the gate opens with the bars rolling downward with the sound of chains clacking against gears.
Bicycles.
It's a giant bicycle.
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
What do you do?
We're gonna walk right through the gates if they open.
All right. So you walk onto the sandy arena, the battle arena, and as you get to the near center of it, the square platform begins to rise from the sand, and uh, sort of decorated in front of you, these floating weapons, black silver iron facing you, and you have everything from a pole arms to swords to staffs. All of it's right there. There is this script in Elven translated in Common that says take only one.
What kind of swords or daggers are there?
Basically all that's in the book. Except for like nets. Except for like nets and all that junk. But basically, if it's a weapon you think you can wield, it's probably there. I'll give you like examples like there are probably glaives there, but not anything similar to a halberd. Scimitars and long swords also exist, as well as great swords, but you wouldn't find like nets, darts, or anything like that. Definitely throwing knives as well, of like the curved design of the blade. All beautiful to look at. Some might say they're sharp.
Are you positive?
Yes.
I'm just gonna grab a simple short sword.
Okay. So, with that sword in your hand, I'll give you the statistics. That short sword has a improved critical. That basically means that it crits on a 19.
Okay.
When you pick up this sword, it's like immediately light and balanced in your hand. It's almost as if you've touched it. It is now an extension of your body of how well crafted this is.
Well, this was definitely made well.
And once you pick a weapon, the platform begins to lower. Once it has this, it closes on itself. A projection of the female drow that you were talking to appears before you.
And where have you brought me this time?
Well, I would have. Well, considering that I know that your friends are practically on their way, they might as well be right outside our door from how close they are. I figured I might as well entertain my friends here, she says mockingly. Besides, I'm still curious about you. I want to see what the spawn of Fenrir can do. And with that, I want to see how well your bonds of friendship really work.
Right now, I want the bonds of sleep.
If only I knew what sleep was like. All right. If you pass this trial, well, I might be able to let your friends go, considering they wouldn't just leave when they had the chance.
Very well. What is it you want me to do?
Fight and survive. The projection of her like disappears, and the gate on the far inside begins to lower as well. But out of the gate, comes a familiar face with no armor and nothing else on his back. Brim walks out.
No.
He seems haggard, tired. His body is slumped forward, his head lowered to the ground. He just walks.
Brim, are you alright?
He doesn't speak. His breath is the only sound that actually comes out of his mouth.
Can I do like what is it? Perception? Can I notice anything else besides his exhausted state?
Oh, sure, go ahead. Man, can I wake people up?
Yeah. Nope, not at all. Agron's still asleep.
You still see like the whips. You still see the whip scars on his back, numbering by at least the tens. His eyes are dim, staring at nothing. Oh, by the way, those scars are old.
That's even worse. Yeah, Aileron just slowly try to start walking towards him.
You kind of just you watch as the projection of the drow appears behind him, and she sort of like whispers in his ear, but not in a way that is secretive. If you know what I mean, you can't hear what she says, but it's like she wants you to see him. She wants you to see her do it specifically, and she like stares you in the eye as she says the phrase. Agaron, no, excuse me. Brim kind of snaps up, and like two shadow blades form in his hands. Roll initiative.
Wait,
Oh no.
wait, Brim, it's me.
Oh god.
Fuck my life.
Jalen, you're evil.
Oh no. Oh no.
All I can say at this point is that Gabby is awake.
No.
She is definitely awake.
Awake or dead inside. Either way, it ain't gonna end well.
I felt that.
Honestly, it might be dead on the outside too. We'll see how this goes.
Same.
Cut my life into pieces.
Can I go into like a defensive position as my initiative?
I believe the dodge action is something you can take as an action.
That's not what I meant, but okay.
I mean that's a defensive position.
Oh, okay.
How about is she ready?
Holy crap! You guys both rolled the same number. Unfortunately, Brim's dex is higher than yours.
Well, fuck him. Sorry, what?
I know you do.
I mean, I would, but like,
that's good. That's good.
like, totally would, but right now, this is not the wrestling I called for.
What?
I am right here.
You know you would do it too, so shush.
I'm not gay.
But is Anna?
Are you sure?
Anon has no sexual attraction to anything specifically.
No.
He could have sexual attraction to Brim.
That's not
Just
what the bio said, and this came straight from the player himself.
Aww, no Brim love.
You watch as Brim takes his two. You watch as Brim takes his two shadow blades and goes directly towards you as he makes an attack. Oh shit!
Dodge, let me dodge.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, wait, hold on.
He literally
Can I
took
just
us
like
all
split?
out by himself.
Can I just do the splits and like get out of the way?
I don't know. Natural 20 says something very dangerous.
Oh God.
Me.
Damn.
How long have you've got to try hard. Like, you've got to talk to him. Like,
Jesus Christ.
Jalen, I think you wanted to kill Aglaron off first.
You make a mistake, Jalen? Did you make a mistake, Jalen?
Nope.
oh, here we go.
Everything's going exactly as planned.
Oh,
Is
shit.
it?
That's
Exactly as
Exactly.
planned. Alright, so you take...
Just let Ecstasy know I love her.
11. Okay, you take 13
Oh,
psychic
wait, I'm
damage.
not fully healed.
You're taking a long rest, though. 2 of your exhaustion points should be gone.
Yeah, I still have 2. And that whatever damage that you gave me before that I couldn't get rid of, as you said.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So,
you've slept since then. She's.
No,
So, like
because
I
I've been in a constant state of delusion.
so like I said,
Oh, this is bad. This is bad.
so like I said, 13 psychic damage.
13.
Jalen, Mercy, have we found them yet? Please.
You haven't moved from your conversation.
Oh my fucking God.
Anyway, moving on.
All right.
To
So
my
like
death.
I said,
Exactly.
Brim is just completely focused on his target being you. He doesn't seem to like register who he's dealing with. It's your turn.
I don't wanna. The only
Ask
thing I
him about
have
his
on me
wife.
is a short
Ask him
sword.
about his
If
wife.
I have to.
Or something.
Hey, stop backseat gaming.
Fine.
Ask him how much he can bench. Now, I'm only saying this just randomly. Just ignore me here.
It's kind of hard to ignore you when you're on full blast.
How the PC?
Do distance attack.
Wait,
Is it
I rolled
actually
full
silent or is
blast
that
there?
me?
I can go up.
Give me a sec. I is thinking.
Okay.
F in the chat for a rhythm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really need it right now.
Tell me twice.
F in the chat.
I need you right now.
Let me see real quick.
Can I just? You know what? I'm gonna punch some sense in. How close is he to me?
Well, he's 5 feet, close enough to stab you.
Close enough for me to punch him? Cool. Brim, you gotta realize it's me. Come on.
All right.
We're friends.
That
Remember
will
the
hit.
team.
Jesus.
Oh, max damage. And I'm gonna use my bonus action. Well, actually, I have 2 actions. Might as well punch him again.
You don't have 2 actions. You have 2 attack actions.
2 attacks.
That makes
that.
Yeah, you have 2 attacks within an action. If that makes sense.
Yeah, which we're just gonna punch him in the face again.
That'll hit.
Cool. Not max, but still good.
All right. And then what are you gonna do?
And I'm my bonus action of Flurry of Blows. So I'm spending 1 key point.
All right.
Remember the team. Just absolutely annihilate them.
Remember, I love y'all.
You remember all the good times?
Punches you in the face. Come on.
Flurry of blows.
I am down to some.
That's basically what I was just doing. The same thing, right? Flurry of blows, because it's 2 unarmed strikes anyway.
Yeah. That will miss.
Okay.
That will hit.
Ooh. Should have used the short sword. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, you really do want this man to die.
No, I want him to understand.
So you take him, you hit him with a short. All right.
No, I hit him with my fist and my unbroken fist.
You watch as Brim takes the full front of your assault as he like staggers backward. Still, his eyes are locked on you. The drow kind of dances around in her hologram state. Wow, is this how you and your friends deal with conflicts?
This is the first time we've had a sparring match. Just a little more angry right now.
Dealing it with anger. Sounds like something I would do. All right, it's Brim's turn.
It's an anger of love.
All right.
Sounds contradictory. All right,
Just let it happen.
Brim's turn. Misses.
Ha. I mean, you could love someone and be mad at them for the moment.
All right, Acheron, it's your turn.
I'm gonna save you by punching the shit out of you.
No, there's gotta be something else I can.
Tie him up.
I am no. That's no. I was gonna say something else, but never mind.
I'm not gonna respond to that.
Need to, because I can. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna disengage and take a few feet from him.
You hear all the spectators kind of make this sort of intrigued noise. Some of them are like, "Ah, damn, that's not what I came here to see."
You have to remember, Brim, we're friends. We've gone through so much. Remember just everything we've done, what Anon has done to be there for you.
Roll persuasion.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Yes.
Freak yes.
All right.
Jesus, all right.
Was there anything else you want to do this turn?
No, I just took, let's say, about 5 to 10 feet away from him and yelled this at him.
Okay. Off. Okay. Second off. As he runs towards you, he rolls a 19 on the die. He runs up and is like so close to like your chest before he like stops, like mere inches, like microscopic distance between you and your body. As he like stops.
Stand his ground.
You see the hologram like kind of whisper in his ears again, and he kind of like waves it away. Oh, wasn't that interesting?
I haven't done the raid like.
All right, Agaron, it's your turn.
Yeah, I can probably go for my run to the.
Give me a sec.
Back away.
Sorry.
Alright, I'm doing things.
Yes.
Rest of the group, what are you guys doing?
Reminisce did mention that they
Yeah, I understand that.
they're taking quite long planning now, so that they should really go ahead on.
Yeah, and I was
That's
gonna
fine.
agree. Just get on with it.
All right. So I need you guys to
Okay.
make a stealth check.
Is this
Okay.
with total advantage
I kind of
to
think I know what I'm saying.
camouflage or in the smell or no?
Wait, what?
Is this total advantage to the camouflage or the camouflage no longer effect here?
The camouflage is no longer in effect.
Oh dang, okay. Stealth
Okay.
it is.
All right. Agron, what you doing?
Natural 20.
Money.
Good job.
Damn.
Good job.
Agron kind of gets a little closer to Brent. Well, any closer and I'll get stabbed. Anyway, he kind of puts his hand on Brim's shoulder. Come on, buddy, you gotta stay with me. We need to get out of here. We need to get back to our friends.
Make another persuasion roll.
Oh,
Also,
please don't make me do this.
also mark the persuasion. No, Valerie, you have to put the stealth at the end of all that. Also, you didn't put any spaces in there. I'm disappointed.
Mm.
Like, look at your older sister. She's doing so great.
My older what?
Oh my
No.
gosh.
One, I'm old. Well, no, Gabby's older than me by like literal days, I think.
No, you're older. When's the 25th?
Man,
Haha.
so disappointed. You're even not even leading the way properly.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
All right.
I've got to. Oh yeah, we're going to use roll 20 this time. Oops.
You watch as the hologram tries to whisper in his ear again. Immediately, he like takes one of the knives, cuts through the hologram, and throws it over the cage that he was in, hitting the glass. Let's see here. The shadow blade kind of disperses before it hits it, but looking in that direction, you can kind of see where you can kind of see that the drow is sitting there as well. Brim kind of like takes his hands,
Who do you?
takes his hand and like holds his head. That's Brim's turn. Agaron, make another. Say something else and make another persuasion roll. As everyone else, you guys are making your way through the city. Anon leading the charge, finding all the nook and crannies to like keep out of sight. Eventually,
Like
you guys, realize that the Drow were going to a coliseum that was behind the tower. What do you guys do?
We're making our way like butter.
I think we know where to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found out where they are.
All right. So, you guys will follow the Drow inside the Coliseum. If you guys go down the normal route, you'll find yourself outside of the arena dome. So you'll be outside of the glass. Is that the route you want to go with?
No. Not to where not to where people sit at.
Can we
Which
see what's
Around
going on
back?
inside the glass?
Yeah, you can. You see like Agaron and Brim kind of just in this position. What's happening right now with Agaron is what you guys are seeing, roughly.
how thick is this glass?
Hard to tell exactly, but it's probably thick enough to like handle whatever like battle stuff that happens in there.
Let me see.
Now I can
We aren't
message
spotted
them.
yet. Oh,
How-
technically, Anna could teleport in,
I could do that.
but for the whole group, I guess Reminis looks to Reminis is gonna try to oh
I'm gonna
whisper.
message Agaron
Should
and
we should we look for should we look through the should we break if we teleport in we'll be seen anyway. May she could So it's thick enough to be bomb-proof. If it's thick enough to be bomb-proof, then she can't smash it anyway. Um. So. So Maria said,
I'm gonna
okay,
detect thoughts on Brim.
Okay. First off, message Valerie. Go ahead and write your message in the chat. Agaron, what did you want to say to Brim?
I'm running out of ideas here. I'm not good at this. Okay. You have to keep fighting this. We still have a goal we've yet to reach. There's so many of us that still have so much more planned, and we still need you by our side.
Come on, Gabby, you got this.
Bring up the lady friend.
Right, like, come on. He has a
No
whole.
backseat gamers.
I don't want to mention the wife because the wife is also tied to a bunch of other shit, and I don't know if the woman is using the wife for whatever is happening right now, so no.
Yeah, that
You watch
Or
as
mistress or whatever.
you watch as like Brim takes one of his hands off his head and he like rises up. I have a headache.
You okay?
No,
You need coffee. You need coffee.
I didn't think he still had that kind of control over me. Old habits die hard, I guess.
Well, I'm glad to be here by your side either way. Even if it meant facing you for a bit there. Also, your head might hurt because of me. Sorry about that.
No, I felt that. I still saw that.
Oh. Yeah. Sorry.
Agron, you hear Tessa's voice in your head saying, "Are you okay?"
Well, better if you're in range to be able to be talking to me.
We are in the crowd. Don't react. We don't want to get caught. Where are they keeping you?
We can see them.
He doesn't say, like, arena. It came from a gated area, but don't know much else.
We'll stay close behind and try and follow to where they take you, hopefully.
Everyone looks to Brim and kind of whispers without moving my mouth as much as possible. You're here.
Oh, thank the gods, whoever will listen to me. Now, we got another problem.
Distraction.
What? No, I said we have a problem.
Oh, what problem?
You watch it, you hear the gate open up behind you. And walking out is a unarmored ecstasy.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, freak no. Oh, God.
She sees
Maybe
you.
she's not in.
She sees you, runs up towards you, and hugs you.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Agron immediately hugs back like there's no tomorrow.
God, you smell terrible.
I could say the same for you.
Hey.
I didn't say it was bad. He like snuggles into her more.
You hear from this. You hear another gate from where Brim was opens up, and you watch as the drow coming out. Brim kind of like takes a step back. Ah, shit. So Agron, remember when I said we have a problem?
Ugh.
Wow, I wasn't expecting your relationship to go that far. Though,
I told
considering
you
that,
not to tell her.
though, to be fair, if you make deals with Fenrir, I can at least understand what type you have.
Oh.
I'm sorry?
If only you didn't have to side with Fenrir. You and I might have actually had something. Though, I figured you probably...
Sorry, but I'm attached to only one woman.
That doesn't matter. That hasn't stopped us. Besides,
Oh, great, but that's
I doubt
me.
I doubt it would have taken. I doubt you would have come willingly. So here we go. Here we are again. Just you three here. Am I right? Or maybe your friends are here too. Either way, I'm really curious to see what a Overlord Charmer can do. You watch as she
Everyone
hold
kind of gets in front of Ecstasy defensively.
Ecstasy.
Get
Ecstasy
easily
summons
beat.
Ecstasy summons her blade. Acheron.
I know I'm not as strong as you, but still.
That's not the problem.
She's going to rip this child apart. I want to see it.
Acheron.
I'm moving.
I have Acheron.
Yeah.
Acheron. I haven't been scared a lot before. There have only been 3 people so far that have put me on edge. Shafir was one. Nala was another. This one is doing a similar thing.
Mm.
With her hand raised, the drow continues to speak. Before we start, I should tell you that my name is Annie Limis, House of the House Chula.
Go. Right here. Go.
That looks like Chuli or Chulai. Chuli.
Yeah, Chula.
Chule.
And there's this
Chile?
static energy circling the air. And from nowhere, from the top of the ceiling, a lightning bolt strikes her hands, and she slams it. She slams something down, crashing into the sand, turning what was a dust cloud into glass. In her hands is this samurai-style great sword with a yellow, with a yellow, yellow stitch handle.
You got a
and,
whole little
and a
god
long
and I
thin
couldn't
blade.
get one kill.
Reminisce whispers says I'm thinking of what she gets down there.
No.
You got a whole god of a girlfriend and I couldn't get one Kitsune girlfriend.
Well, to be fair, it's completely our fault that she died. It's completely our fault.
Yes. Thank you, Remilius.
But if nobody can say none of the group can say nothing to Remilius, saying he's gonna shoot the woman.
You can't through
That
the
he's gonna
glass.
shoot her?
Oh,
Yeah.
is she through the glass or is she outside the glass?
He's in the
No,
arena.
she's in the glass.
Oh, she's in the glass. Okay.
Okay.
You get
Never mind.
for everyone else, you guys feel something pushing you forward, and immediately everyone is warped inside the arena.
Oh, frick.
No.
Remilis
Fun.
jumps down. Remilis jumps down and summons for this time Remaze. Summons Remaze. At least we don't have to find her.
Down here.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Hey everyone, having fun?
Something actually more
What
like
does it look like? I learned literally just deadpan Xanon.
Hey,
Looks like we're in a heap of shit.
Yeah.
Looks like
Yeah, probably smell like it too.
It looks like we had to fight one way or another. So let's
I
get
kind
this.
of back up and like kind of like have my action for an attack ready in my head. I'm just like, yeah, we should have seen this coming.
Let's get this done.
Well, seems like everyone's here. Good. We were expecting you to come.
Well then,
I guess
why
that
didn't you
dinner
just
wasn't
take us
just
in
for
the first
show.
place?
You just see your.
Well, they had one of us. Of course, they knew that we were going to come anyway.
I knew your friends wouldn't leave you behind. It was just a matter of whether or not they would leave and we would never see them again, or they would come and save you. And you would all die together.
Well, at least we'll die together. Let's go.
Remilius, if you didn't see, roll a history or nature check.
Let's see.
I mean, what if we win though? Oh God.
Hey, Romilius. This is Remy talking.
Remy or Romeus?
Romeus.
This door over here. This door's quicker.
Hey, Romilius.
Yes.
Open that door.
Huh.
It's been.
I could be wrong, but let me ask you. I want to test you something, just as a hypothetical.
Go ahead.
You saw how that woman summoned her weapon, right?
Yes.
Okay. How did you think she did that?
Is it like how someone? Is it like how could summon mine or no?
She summoned her weapon through the element of lightning.
Verification's down here. Verification's on my spawn.
Now I don't know about you, but there aren't many people that can do that.
Oh, sorry.
Even with hex blades and those who have bonded with weapons can just summon it out of the ether. But only certain people, certain creatures, can do it like that.
Oh. Huh.
Let me ask you again. How do you think she was able to summon her weapon like that?
Ecstasy be strong.
I hope she's not a god, a goddess.
No, my friends. We're not fighting a god. I think we're fighting something a little worse than that. Or rather, something closer to a mortal, but still not something you would want to run into. Something that the Dark Paladins have been searching for a long time.
We can hear him, right?
Yeah, he's not necessarily hiding this.
Dark Paladins. I'm sorry, don't quite understand this.
So another overlord then.
Yeah. Scary thing is, I don't know what kind of overlord we're dealing with.
Either way, either they're gonna let us go or we're gonna kill it.
It's a Zapdos.
On our way out. On our way
All
out.
right. Everyone roll initiative.
All right.
Now, here's a question. Here's a question for you guys. Do you want to do it now or later?
Do what now?
What's that like?
No,
I have a test in the morning, so I'm gonna say later.
Oh, later. Okay.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Later, please.
Punch a kick.
My brain can only handle so much more.
Right, like we have to have a whole nother fight, like bro.
Dang it. My NPCs are sucking. This is terrible.
No,
I
this
got a
this
4.
this
How
won't hurt
bad
me.
can it be?
I got an 8.
It has to. I think that's an imitative.
God.
Look, I'm gonna need y'all to Get all the way off my back.
Imitating
Never.
someone.
Get off my back.
Hey, I was called out. I'm
What are
calling
you?
out the other.
What are you imitating? What are you imitating, Val?
I well, remembering was super easy, barely an inconvenience. I'm just saying, but I mean,
Actually,
whatever
it's
his
gonna be
name is.
super easy.
A
Oh,
little
Oh,
here we
brief
go.
guys.
session of punching Brim in the face.
Super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Well, guys, if nothing else, we'll see how this all turns out. And remember, Lola Bunny is safe.